afternoon, Pokesports. I want another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video. Bring you a NOIVERN team. Now, this NOIVERN team was actually created by Manby, who is a very good competitive VGC player and very good content creator. We'll definitely link their stuff down below in the description next to the Pokepaste and the rental code. Yeah, they built the rain team with NOIVERN just because why not, right? It's essentially a pretty decent idea for NOIVERN. If you are going to use NOIVERN, of course, we can think of 1.5 billion other better dragon types in the metagame, most of them restricted. But what NOIVERN is allowed to do at the very least is be a fast Tailwind user that doesn't rely on Prankster. With that said, we also have another Tailwind user that does rely on Prankster on this team. So in case we need the priority, we have it, right? That plus the fact that NOIVERN's one of the fastest Dynamax Airstream users in the game, it's pretty nice as well. Also does have very strong Hurricanes when paired next to Ogre that never miss. The rest of the team's kind of straightforward, right? We do have like a big ice weakness to worry about, but you know, ice types aren't that prominent in the meta except for Calyrex Ice. And if for Calyrex Ice, we have like Intimidate spams with Ensign. We have the Ogre, which, you know, doesn't take super effective damage by it at the very least. We have the Zacian that does Zacian things, so it's not going to be that serious. But overall, I'm excited to see what NOIVERN has to do here today, right? I don't expect it to, you know, one-shot everything under the sun because it's a special attack stat. While decently high, isn't above 100. The main thing with NOIVERN is the speed. And also, NOIVERN is one of my favorite, like, Gen 6 designed Pokemon. I feel like it definitely got a lot of love in Gen 6 and was actually in a very decent speed bracket in Generation 6. Nowadays, when they decided to make, like, base 200 Pokemon, I guess not anymore, but hey, let's hope we don't see a Lucky. Anyway, if you guys are excited to see NOIVERN here on the channel, go ahead and hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. With that said, let's go on to today's video. Speaking of fast dragons, Eternitization. Double no max restricted. Interesting. Very also defensive core here with the Blastoise plus, you know, the Ensign and the Grimmsnarl. Okay, so they have two potential maxes. Either it's a Blastoise or a Thundurus. Or if they're really trying to cheese me, it could be a Grimmsnarl or an Ensign. But, you know, most likely is Blastoise and or Thundurus here. I'm not too concerned. Even though I probably should be a little bit more concerned against their team because they don't really have any great way of speed control. We do have two Tailwind users on our side of the field, so that is pretty nice for sure. I'm not entirely sure that I need the Whimsicott, even though it kind of would help a little bit. I'm also a little bit concerned to bring Ensign and a little bit concerned to bring Rilla. So I guess Whimsicott is my best option. I might as well just get in there, set Tailwind, call it a day. I think I also do want to bring Rilla, though. It's a very difficult decision because Rilla would help against the Blastoise. How about this? Let's go NOIVERN. I'm going to go NOIVERN, Whim, Zacian, Ogre. We'll deal with the Blastoise some other way. Or we're just going to pray that they're bringing Thundurus because I have an Ogre, right? In which case, I think we'll be A-okay. Now, my opponent doesn't even have the time to make a trainer card, so hopefully they don't have the time to EV their Pokemon either. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what their lead's going to be. That's the most important thing. Wow, change your clothes, kid. Anyway, they're going to be the Thundurus and the Eternatus as their relief choice. Now, clearly, my opponent's looking at the NOIVERN. Okay, Dragon Fang and Assault Vest. So I'm not gonna knock out this Thundurus anytime soon, is what that means. Now, clearly they should be expecting like a big scary fire move or a big scary dragon move into that spot. Knowing that I have the Tailwind and knowing that I can play around with it a little bit. I really want to go for a read turn one, but I also don't have to. Right, and the fact that I don't have to is making me not want to. So I think I'm just gonna go for an Airstream to that spot. Oh, but then I could just get one shot here, right? Because they have a Zacian in the back. I'm gonna Airstream Tailwind for now. There's no way they keep that spot on the field. Never mind, they're keeping that spot on the field. Okay. I guess there goes my Dynamax for the game. What else can I say? All I had to do was click a dragon move into that spot. I would have been fine. Apparently, that's not the case. They decided that they didn't want to switch into Zacian there. I mean, hey, we'll see how this turn plays out. They are going to be Dynamaxing the Thunderous here, unfortunately. Is this just like a D-Max cannon plus an Airstream? Am I just going to lose to Pokemon right away? To just like a person that's clearly not afraid of a Max move? I guess they were calling my bluff. They think I wouldn't go for a Max Whirlwind just because they have defined Thunderous on the field. But honestly, if I'm removing the restricted from the game, that's totally worth. Oh, they're just protecting. Oh, I'm okay with this. I thought I was gonna like get one shot or something. Okay, I'm totally okay with this. Okay, so they're clearly afraid of the Noivern. We can all assume that. And they also have to go for their own Airstream here, I think. Because they want to make sure that their Eternatus can at least make an attempt of outspeeding my Noivern. Not today, though. I'm going to keep spamming Airstreams until I'm forced not to. Yeah, they do go for the Airstream here. That is going to be a dead Whimsy. Never mind, Focus Sash. Which is alright. It doesn't harm us. And I don't... I guess I should swap out the Whim. They're going for Airstreams in that spot. What can I really afford to swap into, though? I guess a Zacian would be okay. Now, are they definitely going to swap a Zacian into this Eternatus spot now? Like, I have the death button. Okay, I'm making a turn 2 read. I'm sorry. I feel like they have to and they will. So let's just anticipate it. Okay, Whimsicott's gonna swap out first. That should be swapping out first. I just need this Eternatus to swap out here. Go into the station. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to. You really, really want to. Yes! Okay. Show me the dog. Dog is on fire. That's all I need. That's all I needed. Dog is on fire. We don't fall for these plays. We've played way too many VGC battles to fall for these plays. Awesome. Dog is on fire. Dog is not dead because only base 97 base special attack, unfortunately. But the dog has a lot of chip damage, which is good enough. And we're in Tailwind, so we're going to outspeed their dog. They airstreamed again. We should still be outspeeding them because of the Tailwind. They're also now +2. The good news is all I have to do is go for the Airstream on their Zacian. And that's a pretty safe turn for me. That should knock out, right? I hope so. So we just go for the Airstream there. We go for the B-Blade into the Thundy. This is also the last turn to Dynamax for Thundy. And by going for the Airstream, we maintain the speed control until the Tailwind is needed again, right? This should do a lot of damage to Thundy. So I'm not even concerned here. Their Zacian's pretty much forced to protect too. Actually, it might as well not protect. Okay, it does protect. Like if I went for a max flare there, I probably could have just still one-shot it through protect, but it's fine. I think maintaining the speed control is a little bit more important in this scenario, because we can always just attack it next turn and not lose anything from doing that. All right, this is the world's fastest Noivern now. This Noivern outspeeds Scarfalecki at this point, right? Big Behemoth Blade now onto their Thunderous. Let's see how much damage we can do here. Now, they're AV Thundy, so that means they shouldn't be able to, you know, do that much damage to us with the Max Lightning here. And if they're going for Max Lightning, that means they're not Airstreaming. Yeah, they're just going to Airstream for a final time. They're trying to catch us not going for... They're trying to catch us not going for an Airstream. Like, just in case I decide to Max Flare there, they want to make sure that they get some kind of speed control back, but not letting that happen. All right, I got a lot of momentum here now. I feel like I got the world on my shoulders, and I feel like since this is AV on Thunderous and they can't protect here, we can maintain the speed control for this final turn to Tailwind, which is all that I really need. Okay, so let's just go for some... I guess this is my safest play, a 90% accurate move. Wish me luck. What's more important to go down here? I think... I mean, they both go down as long as my moves connect. I just have to make sure that the important one goes down first. Like, say that my Heat Wave misses. I have to make sure that one of the two go down. I have Ogre in the back, so I think Thunderous is the more important one. I mean, I'm just trying to cover... They get the double. Wow. All right, fair enough. Hey, respect. Regardless, we are able to hit with the Heat Wave. At least I did Behemoth Blade the right one. The double's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. The thing is, our Zacian should be speed tying, I believe. I'll double check it in a second. But I think it should be a speed tie once the Tailwind peters. I'm going to attempt to set Tailwind back up. And we know that they have an Eternatus in the back. The Eternatus doesn't have any Airstream boosts. That's the good news. Oh, Grim? Okay, so you're going to T-Wave something. That's what that means. Let me just check speeds and stuff. 2 speed boosts there. No speed boost on Grim. 1 on me. And then 2 on NOIVERN. Oh. Oh, that double protect kind of matters, huh? I'm going to Tailwind, and I'm just going to protect here. And that's my best option. Just Tailwind, protect. Hope that they don't go for the NOIVERN, and if they do go for the NOIVERN, I can swap in my Whim, set up Tailwind again. That's all I got going for me. Now, granted, their Grim can go for the T-Wave or the Scary Face or whatever they got on me later on. Fake out. Wow. Okay. Interesting. And then the B-Blade Intimization. So my Protect was still my best option, regardless of what just happened. I'm still going to try to Tailwind. They run for B-Blades. I guess I should swap my Ogre. It's risky. So I can't swap in my Whim because I need to preserve the Tailwind for later. I think I'm going to swap in my Ogre. That Zacian double protect is really annoying me, huh? I don't like it. It's really irritating me. Let's see if I can get the Tailwind off here with the NOIVERN, though. If I can, then I feel like we're going to be in a lot better position. They do go for the T-Wave. They miss, though. NOIVERN. Oh, and we outsped their Zacian. So that means that's a slow Zacian. Like, slower than most. Followed by the B-Blade here. Go into the NOIVERN spot. I would love that, because then I get the Water Spout. Yes! Okay, good. Immaculate, amazing, beautiful, wonderful. That's what we like to see. Now I got a lot of pressure here, because now I'm Tailwinded. I'm going to go into Whim first. No, because I can preserve Wind for an even later game Tailwind. I can make sure that Tailwind is in the field permanently, right? I think they have to T-Wave my Ogre. And I also don't think Zacian is one-shotting my Ogre, right? I'm just going to Sacred Sword into the Zacian spot, and I'm just going to Spout? Thunder? Spout? Thunder? I'm going to Spout. I'm going to Spout. Why not? Let's go for a Spout. One of these 2 hits are going to knock out the Zacian. I guess I should have just gone for a B-Blade. I don't know why I went for a Sacred Sword. Saving PP, I guess. The Zacian's going to protect anyway at this point, right? Zacian's going to protect. They're going to try to get a double T-Wave off on both sides of the field. No protect. Okay. So good news here is that the Grimmsnarl is still going to need a full damage Water Spout. They're outspeeding still. Oh, I guess I'm also a slow Zacian, huh? Oh, well, that's bad. We live. Okay, we live. Slow Zacian means tanky Zacian. Here's a Sacred Sword. It should have been any other move in the game, but hey, it's fine. Sacred Sword still accomplishes the same thing. And here's this Water Spout. Full damage Water Spout. Single targeted in the rain on a Grim. Sash? I was going to say Sayonara, but apparently it's a Sash. This is fine. We just got to eliminate the Grimmsnarl first and deal with the Etern later. Our only move here is Protect. Right? I think our only move here is Protect and Scald the Grim. Oh, that's a B-Blade. So that we can smack the Eternatus with the B-Blade later. And we know that the Eternatus isn't scarfed or anything because it did show us Protect earlier on in the game. Why is this game like so close? I feel like we had such a good advantage and I feel like we're still struggling a little bit, but it's fine. Maybe it's because we're using NOIVERN and they're using Eternatus. All right, T-Wave is going to go into the Zacian. This is why we have to protect with it here. Now we need to break through. They went for the Flamethrower even in the rain. I guess they can't go for anything else. They probably have like Dynamax Cannon and whatever else. Yeah, no. We got to knock out the Grim. We got to stop their speed control. And now we have a +2 Zacian on the field. I got to check my Tailwind turns. I might actually have 2 turns left, right? 1 turn left. Okay, so that means I have to go for the Behemoth Blade here. And since I am a slow Zacian, I'm not super confident I can outspeed that Eternatus. So if the Eternatus does protect here, let's try to solve my last turn of Tailwind. I get my next turn up. So that's all that switch was for. Perfect. We're gaming good today, folks. We're making plays, we're taking names, taking lives. Okay, now the Tailwind Peters. Having double Tailwind on this team is so disgusting. Like, this is so funny. Now he set Tailwind right back up. It's not going away. This is why we save this Whimsicott for the whole game in the back. This is exactly why. B-Blade now at +1 into the Eternatus will do a disgusting amount of damage. Might not knock it out, though. Yeah, it won't knock it out. But it's fine, because we're a little bulkier than most. At the very least, they actually flamethrower the Whims. Listen, Whims ain't the problem, dude. Whim already did the thing that Whim was intended to do here. I guess they were just hoping that I wouldn't Tailwind. I had no reason not to. Absolutely no reason not to. Now back to Ogre we go. Even though we are paralyzed, shouldn't matter. Zacian outspeeds their Eternatus. Behemoth Blade doesn't miss. They can protect all they want, but this game's gonna be ours. There isn't a single way. I mean, if I wanted to really play with luck, I could play rough, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna be that guy to lose this match thanks to a play rough miss. Instead, just a straight up Behemoth Blade now. My opponent didn't forfeit. They actually just gave us the victory. Fair enough, man. Hey, listen, respect. All respect to you. But I think that Zacian... I don't know how Zacian and Zamazenta were having such trouble dealing with Eternatus, because clearly they have the upper hand, right? Anyways, GG's to my opponent. What a great first game. What a great start to the NOIVERN video, right? A battle against Baub. Interesting name, Baub. Running the Yveltal and the Solgaleo. That's actually a pretty decent combination, not gonna lie. I can't think of too many things that go super hard into it. Also, the Alecki is a little scary. Just a little bit. Just a little tad. I'm definitely gonna need Tailwind, right? I think I'm definitely gonna need Tailwind. I'm also definitely gonna need the Dynamax Ogre, but if they bring the Alecki, I think I'm also just kind of screwed. So I do have the option of going for a NOIVERN lead if they go Alecki, which doesn't sound like a great option, but at least I know I can outspeed it in Tailwind. I mean, I guess screw it, right? The biggest concern that I have is how am I going to be able to deal with that Solgaleo? I think I'm just going to have to deal with it later with an Ogre. So let's go Whim, let's go NOIVERN, let's go Zacian, and let's go Ogre. I think that'll be our best 4 versus Baub. But it honestly depends if Bob leads with the Yveltal or leads with the Solgaleo. Typically, Solgaleos like to lead, and they like the Dynamax first turn, and they like to be very oppressive right away. Hopefully that's not going to be the case. But if it is, it is. Instant Alecki. Okay, so good. They did lead with the Alecki like we anticipated. Now, unfortunately, the Instant does have Fake Out. But thankfully, our Whimsicott has this little thing called, you know, okay, Chuckaberry and Focus Sash. Okay, at least it's not Life Orb, right? If it was Life Orb, that would be a lot more serious. I'm a little bit content with it not being Life Orb there. Okay, I think our first turn should be relatively straightforward. I'm just gonna Airstream here onto the Ensign and protect. Could also just double protect. Could Max Guard protect here. Max Guard. The thing is, like, they could go for Fake Out or they can go for Parting Shot. Both would be annoying. I'm almost inclined to just Max Wormwind too. They don't have a Zacian or a Fairy type on their team, so well, I guess there's nothing wrong with Max Wormwind and Protect. Because we're going to Tailwind anyway, and the Tailwind will make us faster the next turn, regardless, right? But I don't think that Alecki can one-shot a NOIVERN. I might be completely underestimating Alecki, but the fact that we're Dynamaxing first means they're not Dynamaxing. Which means that they're saving the Dynamax for the Solgaleo in the back. Hey, fair enough. But I think I can, if we get the Tailwind up, we could be faster than the Solgaleo in the end game. Now, what are they gonna do? Just E-Web us? All right, here's the Protect. Please show me Fake Out, because this is what we anticipated. Oh, Fake Out into NOIVERN. Different. Volt Switch, also into NOIVERN. What's taking a Wormwind here? Show me Yveltal. That'd be funny. No, they're probably going to Solgaleo here. If I had to guess, right? Solgaleo does best. Yeah. It does good into both of these Pokemon, so fair enough. Fine, I guess, right? We get the Intimidate drop on the Intimidate. That's still a lot. Okay, hold on. For what it's worth, that's still something. We're not going to drop any stats here on the Solgaleo. So it is what it is. And I also don't like the fact that we didn't take care of the Alecki when we had the chance, but I do have the max flare here. They're going to Dynamax that spot, so I'm not going to click that button. I'm actually just going to go for the Airstream here on the Instant. And I think I'm going to get Tailwind up. I don't know if the Instant can self-proc the Solgaleo. I mean, I guess it could Flare Blitz it. It could go for any insert Dark move here. It could also go for Bulldoze. You know, Bulldoze Instant, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen it. All right, they are just going to click Dynamax here. It's part of the reason why I didn't want to go for the Max Flare. Because it would have just ended up living it, and I would have ended up giving it Weakness Policy for free. We don't give anything for free on this channel. We take free things on this channel. All right, Big Solgaleo is entering the video game. What's good news about this is that they're going to have 1 turn of Dynamax, which is a lot better than them having like 3 turns of Dynamax while we still have a Dynamax, right? So they are going to have the 1 Dynamax turn advantage, but if we can set up the field nicely for the Ogre to come in and kind of just take advantage of that, we should be in a pretty decent spot. I mean, the Tailwind is already up. I would honestly be kind of okay with them taking one of my 2 Pokemon out here. They do go for the Steel Spike. I would rather that. Oh, into perfect. As long as they don't KO the Whim, I can preserve this Tailwind for later, which I'm totally okay with. This is probably Parting Shot with the Instant, by the way. And if it is, it is, right? Yeah, there's the Parting Shot onto my NOIVERN. This makes things a little complicated, not gonna lie. Because now their Alecki's gonna come back in on the field, right? Or are they going into Yveltal here? Why? Do I just have no reason not to... I mean, interesting, I guess. The fact that they're not Dynamaxing Yveltal is making me feel like either they're AV or what have you. I'm gonna Airstream again. And I think since they didn't bring Alecki out, so I think I'm just gonna go Ogre for now, right? Unless they're gonna proc Weakness Policy on themselves, which Dark Aura will hurt. If they want to do that to themselves, be my guess. What's cool here is I'm getting an Airstream boost on my Ogre, so even when the Tailwind does run out, the Ogre will still be fast, right? Yeah, they went for the Sucker Punch. I wasn't born yesterday, Tom. Anyway, Airstream now into the Yveltal spot. Beautiful. Half damage to Yveltal I can never complain about, right? Now, please go for... Oh, I'll take that. I'll definitely never complain about a crit either. Now, please go into the NOIVERN and knock out the NOIVERN. That would be amazing. Can you do that, my friend? Rockfall. That looks like it's into NOIVERN. Now, unfortunately, that takes away my rain. Interesting. How does this change things? I think I protect for now. I could double protect, stall at their Dynamax for the final turn, which I think is my better option. Keep in mind, I do have an Airstream boost on this Ogre, so I don't technically need the Tailwind in order to be a good Pokemon here. If I protect... I'm going to protect Zacian, and I'm going to protect Ogre. That's my safest play, so I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to click it. That's it. I'm just going to click those 2. I am a little bit concerned about the Alecki in the back, not going to lie. At least the Alecki can't Dynamax, but I would have loved for my Zacian to have the Airstream boost. But it is what it is. They do just keep going for Sucker Punch, okay. Followed by the Max Quake, unfortunately. So they are going to get the special defense boost on their Solgaleo. And they did go for the Zacian spot. I could have honestly attacked with Ogre, but there was a risk to that, right? There was a risk for them to Quake onto my Ogre and then eliminate me there. I think it's a lot better that we play this game of, hey, just, you know, wait until the Dynamax is over, call it a day. They're gonna keep sucker punching though, which is a little annoying. They also have the free reigns of going for an EQ here. I'm gonna go for the B-Blade. I guess I should Sacred Sword actually into Solgaleo since I do have some defense boost, and I'm just going to Scald into Solgaleo. I'm gonna double into Solgaleo here. They are gonna finally connect with their Sucker Punch that they've been trying to do for the last 4 turns. But thankfully we are gonna hit with our Scalds, which is all that we really want to go for here. If I get a burn, I can get a burn. That'd be nice. No, no burn. Sacred Sword is gonna leave it at 1 HP, and they go for the EQ. Dang, man. That doesn't do a lot, though. I'm surprised I actually even took that. Interesting. Sand's annoying, by the way. Tailwind Peters. They're gonna Sucker Punch Ogre. So I had to knock out Yveltal, unfortunately. But knocking out Yveltal sacrifices my Zacian. I do think it's my only play, though, so let's just go for it. It sucks, but let's go for it. Let's protect here. I think I still live 1 more sand hit. So guy also protects. Actually, that's really great. That means I can keep my Zacian for another turn. They go for the Sucker Punch. Nope. And the B-Blade does connect onto the Yveltal. Nice. All right. I guess it all does depend on what their Alecki has as an EV spread. I might need Tailwind here. Might really need Tailwind here. It's rough. Oh, they sent out Instant. Why? For Fake Out, I guess? That does actually put a lot of pressure on me, not gonna lie. Do I need the double protect? How many turns of sand do we have left? 1. Okay, this is the final turn of sand, which means we don't get buffeted this turn. I think we need a double protect here with the Ogre. And I need to just finish off the Solgaleo. Wish me luck. Ogre! They got a double protect last turn. Yes! Whew. Spicy. Not today. It's the final turn of sand, so that means there's no buff at this turn. Perfect. Here's the Sacred Sword now into the Solgaleo, which means Ogre is going to live to fight another day. Now let's see what their Alecki does. That's another issue that we have to deal with, is that Alecki. All right, in comes Alecki, unfortunately. Let's Focus Sash the Alecki too. I am +1, like I said. If they're Focus Sash, it shouldn't matter. I don't think I'm max speed Ogre. I'm not max speed Zacian, so why would I be max speed Ogre? Yeah, I'm not even close to max speed. They're just gonna E-Web us, right? So I'm just gonna protect with Zacian, allow the E-Web to happen, and if I miraculously outspeed, I'm gonna go for the instant spot. Dodge it. Imagine. That would be wild. No, no dodge today, unfortunately. How do I win this? I'm pretty sure I have to knock out Instant first, right? I'm pretty sure. Then we Tailwind. I mean, hopefully they double miss an E-Web, or, you know, or they choke and protect or something. But no, I think this is their game. It was a really fun game, but this is definitely their game. In the end, like, the Alecki was just too fast for our team. And the Sucker Punch is really annoying on the Yveltal too. They do go for E-Web. They do miss Zacian. They are throwing. Unfortunately, I think I still lose. But it's funny to know that I might have had a chance. I guess we go for stab. But they're focus sash. We learned about that after the frisk. Listen, they could E-web again. If they want. Be my guest. E-web again. What if all they have is E-web? What if this is like a full support Alecki with E-web and like double screens or something? That would be the win condition, is for them to be a bad Alecki set. Play rough does connect. Does hit the Alecki. Does bring it down to sash. Go for E-web. They have volts. Oh yeah, that's right. They have volt switch. Manby building the bulkization set. We won this game. Bro, you're gonna do how many tailwind turns we have left? You'd have to. They need a double protector to win. Yo, why are these games today so baller? Okay. Tailwind. Oh yeah, they need a double protector. Good luck. GG, whatever happens, happens. They don't get the double protect. We take the game. And the Alecki will go down. I honestly. Wow. Hey, man. Don't go for the moves that miss if you don't have to. That's all I'm going to say. The Ho-Oh Solgaleo team, apparently. Ho-Oh Solgaleo with a Venusaur. What are you doing there, Venusaur? Gastrodon, Male Indeedee, and Urshifu question mark. Probably Urshifu Dark, since, you know, they have a Gastrodon on this team, so you don't really want to go for Surging Strikes next to a Gastrodon. We have Rilla for Gastro, so I'm not super concerned with that. Rilla would also be pretty nice to change terrains and stuff. I'm a little bit more concerned with their Ho-Oh, though. It's another Solgaleo game, which is also very annoying. I think we don't need speed control against this team. Like, we don't need the Whim. We have the NOIVERN. So let's just rely on NOIVERN here. And they have no Intimidate, so I'm kind of down to go like NOIVERN Ogre, bring Rilla in the back. And then Zacian as our final. That sounds good to me. They have actually a lot of flying weaknesses and not a lot of resistance to it. Honestly, whatever happens this game happens, right? After the last two games, the team's impressed me already. Team's impressed me. I'm okay with whatever happens in this last game. I would have no qualms if I just take a loss here, right? Absolutely no qualms. Now, Indeedee, what? Weakness policy and sash, okay. I don't know if I care. What do I like? Do they just set Trick Room? What do they do here? Is this like a Trick Roomy thingy? It's like, why else would you lead with Psychic Terrain, right? I'm confused. Whatever. I'm gonna go for a straight up Hurricane here and a Water Spout. I'm gonna see if I can hold my Dynamax, because depending on what happens here, okay, they're gonna Dynamax their thing. Fair enough. I do think they knock out my NOIVERN first, though. Because typically when people see the scary bond that they don't know what it does, they go for it first. I honestly thought maybe a Trick Room was going to be their play here. But hey, if it's not, it's not. I do still get a pretty nice Water Spout onto the Solgaleo. I hope that my Ogre outspeeds the Solgaleo. I didn't Dynamax because I didn't think I had to, but hey, I might get punished for not doing that. All right, we do bring down the Indeedee, and we do Water Spout next. Nice. That's half health to their Dynamax. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. Now go for the NOIVERN. Rockfall, perfect. Nice, that's all I wanted. NOIVERN, you did your duty today, my friend. You did your duty. You're good, you're safe. Well, you're dead now, but you know what I mean. They set rock, or sand, rather. Don't know if I care. Bring it in Zacian now. And I think I'm inclined to Dynamax this Ogre right about now, too, because I have no great Dynamax options left in the game. Now, if they have Gastro, they have Gastro. Well, if they have Gastro, they would have brought it right there, and they didn't. They have Venusaur. So, what do you do? Sleep powder me? Oh, I'm so afraid. All right, I'm going to Beam Blade the Venu. I'm gonna go for the Dynamax. I'm gonna play very aggressively here. I'm not gonna let them get a little bit of momentum here. I'm actually gonna let them get no momentum here. You double swap. Oh, is this Gastro now? they had Gastro that whole time though. Like I honestly felt so safe going for Geyser because I'm like, there's no way they have Gastro in the back if they didn't bring it turn 1. But apparently they just wanted to lose their Indeedee turn 1. Okay, it's fine, whatever. No one wants to switch into a Behemoth Blade. Maybe a Gastro does a little bit more than most Pokemon, but it's still gonna take damage, right? It's still not gonna be an easy amount of damage here, right? So big Behemoth Blade now, +1 into Gastro. Should hurt. Yeah, look at that. I mean, look at that. You telling me that's not relevant damage? That's incredibly relevant. Now, unfortunately, the Storm Drain will take away my beautiful water move. Mindstorm, is that into Ogre? I guess. Youch, all right. Big damage into Ogre. Might do something crazy here, but it's not that crazy to me. I essentially just wasted my Dynamax. Well, they wasted it for me. I'm just gonna play rough into the Gastro. I don't need the Ogre for the rest of this game, so I'm okay with just going for the Lightning. Fine. Protect, I guess. Play rough is gonna happen whether you like it or not. I mean, I think next time I'm gonna go for the Beyblade in case they do hard swap back into the Venu. But at least the Max Lightning will connect here. It does stop any potential yawns from happening later, which is at the very least good for me. And the Rillaboom should be able to finish off this game, I believe. Knowing that they have a Gastro and the Rillaboom is just one Pokemon that can eliminate it from the game. Okay, stop doing that. Do we live this now? Nah. Okay, so we don't get Lightning up. The good news is they're forced to hard swap this Gastro now. Their Dynamax is now up 2. We haven't broken any weakness policies yet as well. And we're still at +1. So I still think we have a lot of pressure here. And they weren't able to get Sun up. So fine by me, right? So let's just go into Rillaboom. They can't change the terrain either, because we got rid of their Indeedee and we got rid of their Max. So still pretty good for us. I think these two Pokemon can actually just win the game on their own. All right, we could fake out, but like I said, we just don't have to. Let's just go for the Sacred Sword here onto the Solgaleo and just straight up Grassy Glide into this. Like, this is just free. Try to protect again, Tom. Do it. This is a check and mate right here. The Rillaboom put so much pressure there. No second restricted from them either. They left the Ho-Oh behind, which I think was a mistake, because Ho-Oh does really well into both of my Pokemon right now. Like, if they had a Ho-Oh, it would just ruin me. All right, in comes the Venu. Doesn't matter. We B-Blade that next turn. We break any potential sashes here as well, which is still good enough for me. Here's the Sacred Sword now into the very weak Solgaleo. Left at that low. That was a crit. I don't know if that mattered. I'm going to go ahead and say no, because it makes me feel better. Didn't matter at all. And then the rest of the game is pretty self-explanatory, right? We B-Blade into Venu, we knock it out. We go for the Grassy Glide into the Gastro, we knock it out, and that's GG. Venu outside of Sun is what they decided to go for. I guess they wanted the Dynamax Venu for my Ogre. Like, they brought both Ogre counters this game, which is why that, like, you know, once they showed me Gastro, I'm like, okay, I can throw in my Ogre because my Ogre's not going to do anything this game. Yeah, just a straight B-Blade here. Thankfully, thanks to their Sand, they can never go back up to Sash too. Because the Grassy Glide would have helped them go back up to Sash if the Sand wasn't there. Because they're going to protect here, or they're going to Sleep Powder. They're going to do something. Yeah, they're going to protect, fine. Is this the double protect? No, they're just going to let their Gastro go down. Fair enough. Bye, Gastro. Thanks for stopping my Ogre that one time. All that's left is a Venusaur versus the world, and I don't think there's any move under the sun that can one-shot a Zacian that a Venusaur has. Oh, the Sandstorm's the sides. Are they going back up to Sash? Ooh, doesn't matter. I have Grassy Glide. Still does not matter. All right, let's go for the B-Blade. Let's go for the Glide here. I guess I could go for U-turn, but it's fine. Glide is all that I really need to break a Sash. And that should be GG. That should be a triple win in today's episode, baby. Right? Not yet. Apparently not yet. Never mind. Good news is that doesn't do anywhere near enough damage. Oh, I said GG before the bell rang though. Don't protect here. Venusaur, just don't protect. Are they? Oh, they're Bulkysaur. Okay, fine, I guess. I'm just gonna U-turn now. Just don't protect. I swear to God, if you protect. Okay, good. They're gonna give me. They're not gonna forfeit, but they're gonna give me the win at the very least, right? If they were gonna protect there, try to get grassy terrain recovery, try to get black sludge recovery, try to get like a little bit more HP. I would have been a little bit salty about that one, but anyway. GG's to my opponent. Triple wins in today's episode. Let's go ahead, give you guys that rental. And here you have the NOIVERN team. Thanks to Manby. Manby, you made yourself a pretty nice team here. And it's actually really cool since I think when watching Manby's video, when he posted this on his channel, he said that he just kind of smacked this team together. He took an already made team that he had with the core of the Ogre, Rilla, Ensign, Wim, Zacian, and just smacked the NOIVERN on it. Just like, hey, screw it, here's a new video. But honestly, I think NOIVERN had a pretty decent showcase here. We got to use it in pretty much every single battle, and in every single battle it did do something that won us the game. It did contribute to the video game, so that's pretty cool. Overall, like I understand that NOIVERN's not the best Pokemon in the world, but low-key the Frisk helps a lot. Like every time I use a Friskmon, I remember how good Frisk is. It's like, it's just, you get so much information, right? I think in game one, we were able to see it was an assault vested Thundurus. We knew it didn't have protect, so we can always hit that spot and not expect to protect, right? Or we knew it was a Sashaleki, so we knew we had to double into it. And it just tells you so much about what their sets are and what their sets could be that, you know, you can definitely change the way you play. It opens the door to a lot of Pokemon that try to be hidden and try to have that surprise best of one factor. The Frisk opens that up, at least for game ones, right? But yeah, overall, the team was a lot of fun. Grab this rental code while it's out. I have no idea how long Manby is going to keep it out for, since I did kind of beg him to make it public, because I think originally he did make it public because he kind of just slapped this team together. But I thought this team is very cool. It's very good in general. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, go ahead and check out Manby's channel down below in the description. Also, hit the like button here. Anyway, I'm Kevin Pokesports. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. Peace out. Bye-bye.